everybody, I am Cece and I used to hate my nose. I was 14 when I realized I wanted a nose job, and it took me all the way until I was almost 24. So 10 years of really disliking my nose to finally get a nose job. And honestly, I have zero regrets on getting my nose job. I was possibly like concerned, like, why the hell am I doing this? Maybe the day of and the next day after when I was healing, but every other time I've thought about it, I am just so happy. I used to look in the mirror. I still am kind of obsessed with looking in the mirror, but now it makes me feel happy. Whereas before, I would look in the mirror and I would just, I would just super analyze myself and everything about my nose and why I hated my nose. The bump was here, the tip was too long, everything that nobody else notices, but I notice for myself. So the important thing is that you're not getting surgery to please other people. You're doing it purely for yourself. And that is what I did. So in this video, I wanted to walk you through the process, the healing, and the results. It is currently, it's been almost 3 months since my surgery, and so upcoming in this video will be like a vlog through the process, through the healing, and then at the end we will return back here so that I can talk about the experience, whether I recommend it, and all of that jazz. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you closer to the end of the video. Hey guys, I know it has been like a million years since I've done any sort of vlog, but tomorrow I'm actually getting a nose job, which is really exciting. So I tend to hide my nose or edit my nose in pictures, and I've wanted this for almost 10 years now. And so I finally saved up enough money, I booked the date, and yeah, so now I'm going to get my nose job, which is very exciting for me. I'm a little bit nervous, not really too much, because like there's no backing out now anyway, so what's the point of being nervous? And yeah, I just got off the phone with the anesthesiologist and he ran me through what was going to happen tomorrow. He said that I arrive at like 7, they'll put me under about 7:30, and usually my doctor who does the rhinoplasty, she takes like 4 to 5 hours because she's very meticulous about what she does, which is very good. Yeah, and then I wake up and I go home. So I thought I would vlog the experience. Unfortunately, I can't take the camera into the hospital just because I'm not supposed to take valuables, and I can't have anyone else come with me because of COVID, so it's just going to be me and my lonesome. But I feel like it'll be fun vlogging the healing process. Day 1, day 2, day 3, you know how it goes. And yeah, you can see what it's like to get a nose job because YOLO, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. Let's go. It's going to be an early morning tomorrow. See you then. Hello from my phone the night before, just about to go to bed, but I'm taking out my nose ring for the first time since I got it when I was like 14. So it's very exciting. And there we go. I feel kind of empty. Anyway, here's some before of my nose. We've just left, it's 6:30 and it's gonna be like a 23-minute drive and I have to be there at 7. It's weird because I've not been awake for sunrise for so long and the sky is so pretty. It's gonna need stabilizing cam. We are almost there. That's so exciting. Okay, well we're here, so I'm gonna leave the camera because I can't take it in with me. And I'll see you guys in like 5 hours, maybe. That's exciting. Okay. Bye. goodness. My lips taste like lemonade because I had a lemonade icy bowl.
Oh, yum.
But I'm done. And I just got picked up. And
Yeah, boy.
I'm really sleepy. And my face is not in pain. But it's there. My face.
I'm glad it's there.
My face is there. So they put a new nose tampon on me because I had bled a little bit into the other one, and I feel like the bruising is coming on because it's a bit dark in between my eyes. But basically when I woke up, they started icing me straight away with like cold cotton thingies. It was really cold. It gave me like a brain freeze. And then yeah, I just had to wait for Sophie, the surgeon, to come and see me again. She's really nice. I like that I had a girl surgeon, because like a lot of plastic surgeons are boys.
Oh, boys, don't get me started on boys.
Then I just feel like as a girl, she understood my aesthetic more and what I was after, you know? Yeah, so now we just have to go to the chemist to get some good old Oxy.
The good stuff.
The good stuff. Yeah. Exciting times. I'm filming on my phone because I can't be bothered grabbing my camera, but I took some endone. My throat's a bit phlegmy. I took
ice cream.
No, I woke up a bit phlegmy.
Okay.
But I did have ice cream. I came home and I had some Gatorade and some ice cream, and I just wanted to take some pictures just for comparison for if the swelling or bruising comes up later. Oh geez, wobbly. But I took some endone, which is oxycodone, and some Nurofen. So I mean, originally I was gonna be like, oh no, I'll just take the Panadol and I'll just like stick with it and not do the harder drugs. And then as soon as I woke up and I came home, I was like, this is what drugs are for. Let's just take them. So I'm feeling a little bit better now that it's been like half an hour since I took the Oxy. And yeah, I'm feeling good, I think. My throat's a bit sore from the breathing tube still, and my head's a bit foggy, but that's still from the anesthetic, I would assume. And we've had the curtains closed because light is really bugging me, and we've got the aircon on because it's really hot outside, and I'm supposed to stay cool, otherwise it my body heats up and then I swell more. So I'm icing my eyes or cooling my eyes every 2 hours, so it's probably time for that again in like an hour. And yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm just making sure I sit upright, and yeah. Okay, it's 6:41 and I had a pretty night's sleep. I took some endo before bed, and I woke up about 1:30 and I had to take some more. Then I've just been kind of like lying in bed for a couple hours, just waiting for the time where I can take some more again. I've got like a tension headache. I had a really bad tension headache pretty much all yesterday evening and all night and still now. And I have really bad jaw aching. I don't know if that's something that everyone gets or just because I have a bad jaw. But I finally got the little nose tampon off. It was a bit stuck with blood, so I had to use a wet cotton swab to try and dab it off. So I'll show you the stitches. You can see the tubes up there. Wow, so pretty. So I'm just going to put on a new nose tampon. I don't think it's going to bleed anymore, but I should just put the other one on because this one's a bit gross, and just in case. So my medicine should be kicking in again very soon, so hopefully I can go back to bed. Honestly, the nose doesn't hurt at all. It's just the tension headache and the jaw pain. And I think it's just because of all the pressure that's on the nose is radiating out. I've heard the second day and the third day are the worst, so we'll see about that. Hi, how are you? Well, I've woken up properly and I feel much the same. I wasn't sure whether, like, still have the tension headache, and it's not helping that I wasn't wearing my glasses, because obviously you have to strain your eyes when you're not wearing your glasses. So I've put them on because apparently it's okay to wear them on top of the cast, because the cast is, you know, set and hard. But then it is adding a slight pressure that I don't know is helping because I can see now, or if it's not helping because it's putting the pressure on my nose. So yeah, that's fun. But it's like almost 9 o'clock now, so I'm gonna have some porridge for breakfast. I look pretty much the same as I did earlier this morning. I've iced my eyes a bit. Oh, the bruises are probably a bit stronger. Oh, I'm still a bit flabby. But yeah, honestly feeling a bit the same. Still another couple hours till I can have some more medicine. Painkillers are good. I think I just gotta live off them for the next couple of days until I feel better. Hey! Hey guys. Oh, he's sticking his head out. Hey, it's been about 26 hours since I woke up from the surgery yesterday. The swelling is now coming in strong. I have a very extremely blocked sounding nose, and I'm just enjoying the rain. It's really nice. I still have my sore jaw. I still have my tension headache, and I'm just looking great. This eye is so much worse. It's quite funny. Yeah, honestly, I don't really have much else to report. I'm just feeling much of the same. Very drugged. Very sleepy. I've been asleep most of the day. Just kind of drifting in and out. Which is, I suppose, what you want. Because, yeah, day 2 and 3 are apparently the worst. So, considering that, I think day 2's been pretty good for me so far. But, like I said, like I said, I'm pretty out of it, so that probably explains why. I just need to figure out what to have for dinner because I need to have soft foods, so I think I might have some pasta. I've not really eaten much at all. Ooh, maybe I can have some ice cream as well. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Good morning. It's day 3. Which makes it about 40-ish hours since the surgery. I'm very puffy. It was a bit hard to open my eyes this morning, but I've just wet them and it seems to be okay. Yeah, feeling fine. I only woke up twice. Once it was too early to take painkillers again. Second time I took some more painkillers. I went straight back to bed until now, which is good. I keep leaking. Yeah, I keep leaking. My throat is really dry from all the mouth breathing. So, should probably have some water. Alrighty, it's about midday on Saturday. So what, I had the procedure on Thursday, and yesterday, and now it's today. I've just been kind of existing. Not much has been going on. Waiting for some more painkillers. Like, there's not much pain per se. It's just a lot of swelling. My cheeks are kind of feeling a bit swollen now. I'm not bruising very much. My skin seems to be a regular-ish color. I just feel very puffy. And my jaw still really hurts. Pardon me. I still have a mild tension headache. It's not as bad as it was the first day. But it's, you know, it's inconvenient. So I'm hoping that tomorrow is better, because we want to go for like a little walk or something. I've not left the house since I got back for obvious reasons, but I feel like I need to get some outside air or something. Yeah, we're gonna get some takeaway tonight as well, because don't want to have to cook dinner and we run out of everything else. So yeah, I don't know, let's just keep going, one day at a time. Bleep, bleep, bleep. So I'm approaching the end of the third day. I am feeling much the same, honestly. I think the swelling has started to come down a little bit around my eyes, particularly this one. I'm looking a bit, whoa, I'm looking so yellow. I think it's just the lighting. But the swelling has definitely got into my cheeks as well. I can feel it around my cheek area. And yeah, it's not time for me to take any more painkillers yet, so I'm just going to try and go to bed, and then that way if I wake up and it's past midnight, then I can take some more if I need them. I'm going to start weaning off the heavier ones. Now I think this might be my last night where I have half an oxy, endone, whatever you want to call it. And then tomorrow I might just see how I go on regular Panadol and Nurofen. And yeah, hopefully, I was reading a couple blogs today and everyone was saying like day 2 and day 3 are the worst. And honestly, they weren't that bad for me. I think I just made sure that I was drugged up enough to handle it. So we'll see how it goes once I try and start tapering off the drugs tomorrow. And hopefully the swelling is down a little bit more tomorrow. I just think I look funny. But honestly, like, I feel like it's quite promising. I like the shape that I'm seeing so far. Obviously you can't really see what's going on underneath the cast, but I feel like there's potential for a nice cute little sloped button, which is what I wanted. Very much want to have a button nose, so hopefully that's what's hiding underneath there. But yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, my appointment's not till Wednesday, so I'm just going to keep checking in every day until Wednesday, I guess. See if anything changes, see if I feel any different. Yeah, so see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, it is now day 4 since the surgery. And I can tell this morning that my swelling has gone down around my eyes. But it's kind of migrated down to my cheeks for sure. I feel like I'm playing Chubby Bunny, because it's just like I've got a million marshmallows shoved into my cheeks. It feels super duper swollen. It actually feels more swollen around my cheeks than when I got liposuction around here, which is funny because I was very swollen back then. But I think it's just more like tense, like the swelling is harder. I don't know if that makes sense. But I'm feeling more like energetic having woken up now than I did the other days. So yeah, that's a good sign. So we'll just see how today goes. Maybe I can even go for like a tiny walk. Look, cat. Hello, Billy. Good boy. So, still day 4, but I'm actually feeling well enough to go out, so we're gonna go and get some food.
Yeah, boy.
I'm pretty grateful right now that masks are a thing because it does seem to cover up most of my face. I was gonna wear some sunglasses too, but I figured it wasn't necessary because my eyes aren't that swollen. All people are gonna see is a tape. They're just gonna assume I've had a nose job, or they're not even gonna notice, so it doesn't really bother me. Yeah, so we're off to get some food. I'm really craving Lord of the Fries. I want HSV. Okay, so now we're on our way back from the shops. It was surprisingly very tiring. Like, as soon as I started walking, it was more walking than I'd done since before the surgery. And my legs are really, really tired, and I got more short of breath than usual, but that's also accentuated because I can't breathe through my nose. But we got food now and we got chat time, so we're gonna go back and watch Harry Potter. So I'm very excited. It's, oh.
Huh?
That was a yawn.
Oh.
That was me trying not to yawn very much because but when I yawn, my nostrils flare and then it stretches the stitches. Yeah, it's not very good, and I've been yawning a lot today. I've not done it in the past couple of days, but for some reason today they've all been catching up. So yeah, we're just gonna go home and watch movies. Oh yeah.
Besides, if Uncle Vernon...
Harry Potter! Hi. He has not noticed anything different. He still loves me, which is great. But, good morning. Happy day 5. I am feeling the best that I have, obviously. I guess it really does just keep getting better as the days go by. I don't really have much else to add. Oh, actually, yeah, I stopped taking the strong painkillers 2 nights ago. So 2 nights ago I just had Panadol and ibuprofen, and then last night I just had Panadol at about 10 p.m. and I slept all the way through until 6. So then at 6 o'clock I had some more. I wasn't in pain, but I'm taking Panadol preventatively, just because I know that like when I'm getting up to the 6-hour point, I do start to notice a more heavy feeling in my face, which I assume will just intensify as the drugs are off, so I don't really like that feeling. So I've still been taking Panadol every 6 hours and my antibiotics every 6 hours, and I'm currently enjoying my morning tea with a straw still. I could probably try and just sip it, but I think it's still a bit risky getting any water around my stitches. I was cleaning them today and I thought one of the stitches came out, like it must be a dissolvable one, but then like none of the others came out, and then because I haven't been wearing my glasses, I was like, maybe it is just an eyelash. I was trying to look at it and see if it was a stitch, but I still don't know. I will find out on Wednesday whether these stitches dissolve or whether they come out. Kind of hoping they dissolve because I don't really want to have stitches pulled out of my skin. Doesn't sound like fun. But my lips are still really dry. Like, I'm touching them now and they're moist because I've just been slathering them in Vaseline. But because you're constantly breathing through your mouth, your lips are always open like this. So right here and here is getting dry, and like normally that doesn't get dry because your lips are closed, so it's just the outside that gets dry. But yeah, it's a very weird feeling having dry insides of your lips as well, and it's hard to fix because you're just constantly breathing through it and drying it out again and again and again. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that I finally, on day 5, I finally pooped. So what they'll tell you on the pain medication chart is that when you're taking the stronger painkillers, which I was taking oxycodone, is that it can make you constipated, and that you can buy like preventative stuff like Movicol or stuff to get you going, but I didn't have any of that, and I really like to mess with my bowel system due to me having ulcerative colitis as well, so I decided to just see how it goes. And yeah, by day 4 I was pretty bloated because I had started eating pretty much normally again, so my stomach was very hard and I looked very pregnant. But no, this morning there was some action. I know this is too much information, but I feel like if you're getting a nose job, you would want to know if being constipated is normal. So yeah, it's normal. It'll pass. Literally, it'll pass. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm feeling like maybe I could go on a small walk again today. I don't want to get my heart rate up, but also like when I left the house yesterday, my stamina was so low, so I feel like I should just go for a little wander around the block at least. But yeah, I don't really have any other plans. It's all just a very relaxing time until Wednesday when I get the cast off, and then we can kind of see what happens from there, whether I just can go back to kind of normal living minus exercise, which sad because I've only just started getting into exercise and now I have to stop for 6 weeks, and it's like really annoying, but I just need to embrace my inner sloth and get back into some Minecraft or something. I think just honestly one of the most annoying things is not wearing my glasses, because I don't have any contact lenses at the moment that are the right prescription, so I feel like I should book in to get some new contact lenses for when I've got the cast off. So I'll go in and have a little test again and get some new ones. Just because you're not supposed to wear glasses for the 6 weeks. You don't want it sitting on your nose bridge and changing the shape. So yeah, I think I should book in for that so that I can get some new contacts, and that way I can actually see. And because I think that's not helping my tension headache thing that I've got going on. Is just that my eyes are constantly straining. Like, I know my vision's not that bad, so I can get by without wearing my glasses, but when you are used to wearing them and then you don't have them on, it does, like, you know the feeling if you wear glasses. It just kind of hurts a bit inside. Yeah. Nothing else to note. I think today's, just going to be much the same. So I probably won't check in with you until tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. Good morning. It's now the day that I'm going to be getting my cast off. So it's feeling okay. But I guess we really won't know what it looks like until we get there. So let's go. Go. So here I was waiting for my surgeon to come and pull out the stitches and pull out the plastic tubing in my nose. It felt not the greatest, but it was actually surprising looking and seeing how big the big plastic tubes were that were in my nose, and she thought it was hilarious that I wanted to take a picture because she was like, "Oh my god, that's so gross," and I was like, I just want to show everyone what it looks like. And when I looked at my nose, I was super happy, even though, yeah, it is freaking swollen when the cast was first taken off. Ta-da! Here I am. Here is my nose. It's very swollen. It's really, really cute. I love it. I love it so much. It definitely looks nice and small, which is what I was going for. And the fact that it's still really super swollen is, I guess, a good sign that it's going in the direction that I want it to go in. I am finding it a lot easier to breathe now. Now that the things are pulled out, I can actually breathe through my nose without having to breathe through my mouth all the time. And I'm also allowed to sleep without propping myself up anymore, which a week of that is such torture. So basically this is a 1 week checkup, and now I'll see her again in 6 weeks, and that I think is the final review, because it can take up to a year for the swelling to go down. When I was there, I got the stitches taken out, which was a bit of a pinch, and I had the things pulled out, which people say it was the worst thing they had ever experienced, blah blah blah. It wasn't wasn't that bad. You just breathe out while she's pulling the tubes out, and then it's over. But yeah, my face was like not throbbing, but it was stinging for a bit because where the stitches were, if it wants to focus, where the stitches were, it's still a bit sensitive and like red. My nose piercing hole has turned black. I think it got clogged with blood, and then the blood just went black under the cast. But she also gave me my splint to take home with me because I asked about wearing glasses, and honestly it's best to just not wear glasses for as long as possible, but if I have to, I can put the splint on and then put the glasses on top of the splint, and that will keep it. And she also says it's good to keep, like, try and wear that if you can, like at night anyway, because then it does help the swelling go down faster. So yeah, I mean, overall, like, trying to get a good like angle. I like this angle. I still feel like there's like a little bump there, but I do hope that's just swelling and it will go down, because I'm kind of in the phase where it looks like a putty nose, like it's made out of putty. I always find that people like right after nose jobs have noses like that, and yep, that's what I got. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see the swelling come down. So I think unless the swelling looks dramatically different, then I'm not going to check in with you guys again until after the 6-week point, when I kind of run through everything. So yeah, very happy. Still have a headache. Hopefully the headache goes away now that I can breathe through my nose again. And yeah, let's see you in 6 weeks. So one thing I still have fun doing when I'm just looking at myself in my selfie camera is that the tip of my nose still doesn't move. So when I mush my face, everything bounces except the tip of my nose. And also there were some dissolvable stitches, and I did find them coming out, you know, if I do a little pick of my nose or when I was cleaning it with the cotton bud, some stitches would come out. It's March 4th, so that makes it 1 month since my surgery. And I just got another stitch out. Probably doesn't want to focus. But yeah, I've had a few come out now, maybe like 6. So surely there shouldn't be too many left in my nose, right? I just did notice that when I hum, my nostrils flare, which is good because that's what they used to do. And so now that my nostrils are flaring again, it means that the nerves have like reattached on the sides or grown back. So yeah, now I can like feel them properly again. I'm still numb here. I'm waiting for this bit to attach. It's still cold and numb, but it's coming back slowly. All right, so it's now been probably about, say, 8 weeks. What's the date? So I'm here for the 6-week checkup, even though it's 8 weeks. So I'm not really sure what she's going to do. She's probably just going to look at it and be like, yep, healing great. See ya. I don't really think there's much else that will happen, but I will let you know if anything does happen. And then hopefully, maybe in a couple weeks when I'm free, I will film the whole overall experience video, which is going to be fun. Okay, so here we are, 3 months on, and I've been told that I am ahead in the swelling, and looking at myself in the mirror, it's honestly like if this was the final result, I would be stoked. But as a nose job can take like up to a year for the swelling to fully go down, I'm really excited to see what happens to my nose as more months go by. And my surgeon told me that around the 6-month point is when your nose starts really feeling like yours again. So it actually is still like numb on the tip here. I can touch it, I can mush it, but it feels hard and it still hasn't connected back to all the nerves. So here used to feel a bit numb as well, but now all of that's connected, but here is going to take a little bit longer. So I'll quickly just go closer to the camera so I can show you the scar. I'm not sure if it will show up, but there's a line right here. You can kind of see it right there. But basically that is the only evidence I have that's left, and as time goes by the scar will go away more. The only reason why I can really see it now is because there's a difference in the skin color. So one bit is a bit more pink and one bit's a bit more natural, and I feel like once the nerves heal on the tip of my nose, the color will blend together a bit more. I also did have stitches here, but you already can't tell because around my nose I kind of have some like popped blood vessels, which is kind of gross, but it means it all just blends right in, which is fantastic. Pretty much in summary of my entire experience, I felt extremely drugged up for the first couple of days, and honestly that's good. I didn't feel any pain whatsoever, like no pain, just sleepiness and numbness. And some people might want to go the more natural route of not taking the heavy duty painkillers, but for me, I knew I wasn't gonna become addicted to them or anything because I was only taking half of a tablet at a time. I think a couple times I took a full tablet, but mostly I was taking half a tablet, and I just knew that I didn't want to have to put up with any pain. So if I could take a tablet to fix that, then I would, and it worked. I honestly never felt that much pain at all. When they were starting to wear off, I could feel maybe like a slight throbbing coming up, but nothing that was like too piercing of a pain. One thing that kind of bugged me was that I have this like niggle right here. It's kind of gone now, but for maybe the first month or so, if I would smile too much or my face twisted in just a certain way, it would pull this little nerve and it would just go, oop, ouchie. And I don't know what that was. I definitely forgot to ask my surgeon about it. Because you know how like you have a list of things you need to talk about, and when they're like, how are you doing? You just go, I'm really good, thank you. And then you just forget about everything else. So that's what happened, because I also was gonna ask her when I can pierce my nose again. Totally blanked. So I did email her assistant and I'm waiting for her to get back to me, but I probably don't think I would be allowed to get my nose pierced again until the 6-month point. And that's okay. I'm kind of getting used to my face without the piercing, but I do have like a weird scarry hole there that I would prefer to put piercing back in so that it looks normal. And now I'm sure all of you are going to be very interested on the cost, and I'm happy to be transparent about that. I have been saving up to get a nose job since I was 14 pretty much, putting all my spare money here and there. Obviously, sometimes I've been more serious about saving, and sometimes I've been like, oh no, I'll put this in a different account instead, or I'll just spend it. But I pretty much knew I wanted to get a nose job when I was 14, and that's when I, started making the possibilities in my mind and thinking about putting money aside. So some of you might think it's really expensive. I 100% think it was worth it going to who I went to. I did only have a consultation with one person. A lot of people will go surgeon hunting pretty much, but I just had a really good feeling about my surgeon the first time I met her, and I was like, yeah, I want you to do my job. So my surgeon quoted me at $10,000. So basically that means her fee is $10,000. Did you see that? He's so cute. Yes, so my surgeon quoted me at $10,000. So basically I would have to pay her a deposit, and then like the month before or something, I would pay the remaining balance directly to her, so she gets $10,000 to do the surgery. Now, that's actually not all. There are a lot more other costs that are involved, and I will go through those now too. But I think a lot of places, maybe in America and definitely Korea, like the total cost is only like $7,000 or $6,000 or something. And yeah, getting surgery in Australia is a lot more expensive, but I also feel it's super important to have surgery in your home country because they are used to working with your features. Like a lot of girls would go to South Korea because it's cheap surgery, but also they are more used to working on Korean features, and they are very, very different. So you can get it cheaper, but you don't know what you're gonna get at the end of it. I had the offer to go to Korea and get surgery for a discount if I vlogged it on YouTube, and I was like, no, I'm okay. The fact that you have to go for checkups and speak in your own language, I just think it's so much more important to prioritize that in your home country rather than go for a cheaper option somewhere else. Even if it does mean you have to take a little while longer to save up, in my opinion it's worth it. I know some people have had really amazing results going elsewhere for surgery, but I was happy getting it done in Melbourne. So yeah, my surgeon she quoted me at $10,000. I also loved going to her because there were mainly male surgeons, and I just felt so much like in safer hands going to a lady doctor because I guess she just understands like female aesthetic because she is a girl herself, and I think that just you know really solidified it in my mind that I wanted to go to her. Another cost was the anesthesiologist. The anesthetic man is what I will say because I can't speak English very well. He quoted me at about $3,000. So his job was, I think it was like $700 per hour or $800 per hour, and his job is to keep me alive and pain-free while the surgery is happening. So that was a big chunk of $3,000 that was also sent directly to him before the day. And then the last cost, not including medication afterwards, but the last cost was also the hospital fee. So obviously because I'm going to a hospital to get it done, I have to pay them to give me a room, to give me like the service of the nurses, all of that stuff. And that was also about $3,000. So in total, I think the cost would have been about 16,500 Australian dollars, which, quick math in my mind, I'm going to say is like 13,000 US dollars. And yeah, you do have to understand that the surgeon will have one cost, and then there will be hospital fees and anesthesiologist fees, and then additional medication afterwards. So they gave me a prescription to get some oxycodone, and then I also bought some Panadol and some ibuprofen, and I think that, oh, and I also had to take antibiotics. Yeah, I had to take antibiotics as well for the first like week or something. And medication was probably about $20. So all in all, around 16.5 grand. 100% worth it in my opinion. It was a bit sad looking at my bank account after I had paid everybody. Because you get used to having a certain amount in your bank account, and then when it's all gone, it's just like, oh, much empty. So wow. Buy Dogecoin. And now I'm sure a lot of you are waiting for the before and after pictures. I'll quickly show you some close-up video of my nose. I only have a little bit of blush and some highlighter on it. Usually I'll go a bit more heavy with the blush and put some like bronzer contour on. But I figured for the video to show the shape of it, I would just do low-key nose makeup. I want to say you can't really tell a difference, but I actually forget what my nose looked like beforehand. So when I would film my videos, it would be very curated angles. I would try and look straight forward. I would never go to the sides. I would never do this because I simply hated how it looked. I felt really ugly. But now I feel so free. Like I can just look in any direction and I know it's gonna be adorable. Feels good, man. This is the nose from the side. Got this nice little scoop, and she wanted to be really sure that I wanted this particular nose because button noses are very trendy, and she said like that she doesn't want me to regret getting this scoop nose. And I was like, it's okay, like I don't even know what's trending these days. This is the exact nose I wanted since I was 14, so like she doesn't have to worry about me regretting it because I freaking love it. It is the cutest thing ever. But now I'll put up the before and after pictures taken at the surgeon's office. And honestly, please don't judge me too much on the before pictures. I was wearing contact lenses, which normally looked fine, but I swear they looked really whack in the photos. I had a messy fringe. It was before I got my chin liposuction, so my chin was down here. And one of the most disgusting things is I'd been in Bali like 2 weeks before, and I'd got eyelash extensions. And so when these photos were taken, my eyelash extensions were like half grown out and half missing. So they're like super long and super janky and spider leggy. So you can just ignore that. But the main contrast is seeing the difference in the nose. And I can't say enough how happy I am, honestly. I think my confidence has skyrocketed, and I'm not even sure if anyone else has noticed a difference apart from me. I honestly think the difference is pretty natural. Like, although in the before and after pictures it's like, whoa, there is a big difference. in real life, you wouldn't know that I had a nose job. Like, people just look at me and they're like, yeah, cool. Like, they would only know if I told them I had a nose job. And I genuinely just, I feel so much better inside. And I know some of you will probably be like, you know, you could have just got counseling or therapy to be happy with yourself. But once again, I'm an aesthetic kind of person. I like matching an aesthetic. I've enjoyed pink and cuteness for over 10 years now, and I just think that like having this cute little nose is just a whole part of the package, and I'm so happy. I've been like really putting off filming this video because I'm lazy, but now that I'm actually filming it, I'm talking about it, like I can't stop smiling. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If a lot of the same questions are there, I'll probably only answer one, so do a little search to see if it's already been asked. Make sure to give me a follow on Instagram. I mainly post there on my stories. I stream on Twitch if you're new to me occasionally. But most importantly, make sure to subscribe below. I don't have a regular upload schedule, so I'm not going to bombard you with too many videos. I just upload whenever I feel like it, and that's kind of how I like it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you got a bit more of an insight into the nose job process. Let me know below if you're thinking of getting one or if you know someone who's got one. But as always, you do have to be careful. There are always risks. You need to just make sure you do your research, you choose the right person, you don't cheap out. Just be careful if you are thinking of getting one. So, I'm done for now. I think I have talked enough. I hope this video was not too long. I hope you've all stuck around. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Bye! Look at that. I literally just turned the camera off record and he jumps up there. It's like he knew. It's like he knew I wanted him there for the video. Alright, I'm going, guys. Really?